being Mrs. Fraser. Thank you so much for being here and clicking on today's video. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. I truly appreciate each and every one of you coming along with me on this YouTube journey of mine. If you're new, we do a lot of homemaking around here, kind of like my homemaking journey that I like to share with you, which includes cleaning, shopping, obviously some grocery hauls, and anything else that kind of fits into that homemaking category, if you will. So let's go ahead and jump into this. We did some grocery shopping. This is a 2-week grocery haul, or it's like our bi-weekly grocery haul. Now there are a few things that we buy throughout the weeks, such as produce. We do a lot of our produce shopping more at our local farmers market. We do live in Florida, so we have access to a farmers market year-round here. I actually learned recently that we have a farmers market almost every single day within probably about 45 minutes drive around here. So it's kind of crazy that we have access to that. I truly appreciate having access to that. So if you are somewhere warm, definitely check out your farmers market, support your local farmers. But anyway, so you won't usually see a whole lot of produce in my hauls because of that reason. But every once in a while I do get a few things here and there because I know that I either won't be able to go to a certain farmers market, my favorite one, which is usually on the weekends, and then, or I need something that night or the next day for a meal before I'll need it before we'll be able to get to the farmers market. So once in a while I do buy produce that way, but most often I go to the farmers market. Right now I am in the process of growing my own garden. Those are in beginning stages. If you guys haven't seen those videos, I have been propagating sweet potatoes, and then I also have some beans growing. So you can't grow a whole lot here in the summertime. It gets just too hot. The sun is just, we're too close to the equator. The sun is crazy, and it just doesn't allow you to grow your certain things like tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers and stuff like that. So bell peppers. You can grow hot peppers though. But anyway, I do want to go ahead and share with you what I got. We are a family of 6. We have 4 kiddos. 2 are teenagers, 1 is almost a teenager, and then we have a little boy who is 9. So I do like to save on my groceries by meal planning every night for 2 weeks. We have 4 days that are specifically set out for leftover nights, so that way nothing goes to waste. Now sometimes there are extras where we have enough leftovers that we can even add in another leftover night. Usually on those leftover nights, well, at least once a week, my husband and I do take a date night on one of those leftover nights, and the kiddos eat and pick and choose what they want. Alrighty, so we do have memberships to both Sam's Club and BJ's Wholesale. This week we actually have a Walmart membership as well, but you don't need that to pick up groceries there. I usually do an online pickup order as well to help save on groceries. That way I'm not walking around aimlessly in stores looking for something and I come across something else. I'm like, oh, maybe we need that, and I start adding things to the cart. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I think we all do that, especially if you go hungry. Then you're adding things that you really don't need. So I try not to keep a whole lot of snacky foods around the house. If it's not something that you or your family will eat, if you're not paying for my groceries, then I would appreciate you not commenting on what we purchase. I know not everything that we buy is something that you would buy, and that's okay. But we are in the process of switching from a school year over to summer, and so I did pick up some more things for summer, and I do want to give you guys some ideas to help you get through the summertime with your kiddos, some lunch ideas and stuff like that. But let's go ahead, jump into this grocery haul. I spent $137 at BJ's, and I spent $99 and some change at Walmart. The things you will not see here that I did purchase are pop. We got some Major Melon Mountain Dew, my husband's favorite. We got some Barks Root Beer, Diet Pepsi, and Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, which is my favorite. So, we like to stock up on the soda pop. What can I say? So, anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into this. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and start and kind of move over this way. As you can see, we do still have some produce left over from our last trip to the farmer's market. I did add into that, though, some broccoli florets. Broccoli is not in season here, so sometimes if you want something, you just have to purchase it at the store. So I did pick up some of those. I got milk. Milk is a staple in our household, so that is a every 2-week purchase. I usually get about 4 gallons. That usually lasts us depending on what we have going on. I also picked up some bread. I know we have a loaf, I think, in the freezer, but with summer coming, the kids will be wanting like eggs and toast in the morning, and so I needed to stock up on this. Bread freezes really, really well, and I will tell you, I'm so excited. I just found out that we have a bread outlet store, and if you guys have anything like that local to you, you can get bread in there super, super cheap, and I'm talking like less than $1. So I think this is about $3 or so a loaf in like a regular store like Walmart. I do get it. I think it's just under or just over like $5 for the 2 loaves at BJ's. So yeah, I also picked up some hamburger. I like to pick it up in the long tube. It is more affordable this way. It is a 10-pound tube. They are still charging $3.79 a pound for the ground beef, and it is, I think it's 88.12. So it's a little bit leaner than your 80/20, but that's okay. It works out. It still has enough fat in there to leave some flavor. I also picked up some bacon. Like I said, with the kiddos being out for the summer, they're going to be wanting to make breakfast and stuff like that, and so I got some bacon for that. I also plan on making BLTs here in these few weeks. I did pick up some beer brats. These are also from BJ's. I don't typically eat these brats. My husband and kids will, though. Moving on, I also picked up some rice-a-roni. I plan on making some lemon pepper chicken, and we like to eat this with our lemon pepper chicken. Now, you're not going to see chicken here because I do already have that. That is another thing that I like to do before I order my groceries. Another tip is to go through all your cupboards, your fridge and freezer and everything, and see what you already have. And that way you aren't like, you know, rebuying things that you already have. You know, you're using what is there. So I already have some chicken, so you won't see that here. I also picked up some baked beans. You guys, I really want to learn how to make baked beans from scratch. So if you have a recipe that you absolutely love using dried beans, drop it down in the comments for me, because I really would like to get away from the canned beans. I also picked up some of these jalapeno cheddar brats. Now, last time I didn't get near as many because I didn't know my kids liked them as much as they do. So I did pick up a bigger package at Walmart. These are my favorite. I prefer these over your regular brats. I don't know why, I just do. I also picked up some Colby Jack, some block cheese here. I actually ordered like a summer sausage to cut up for my kids for their lunches, kind of like a homemade Lunchable, if you will. You could use like summer sausage or deli meat or like pepperonis or anything like that to kind of make some like homemade Lunchables. And like I said, though, they were out of the summer sausage, so unfortunately I did not get it, but that's okay. We will still eat the cheese. I did pick up some of this pizza squeeze. Another fun thing you could do for your kiddos for their lunches is pick up your pizza squeeze or any of your favorite pizza sauce, and then get some pita bread, and you can make your own pizza Lunchables with some little mini pepperonis and some mozzarella cheese or whatever cheese you really like. You could really make it your own. But yeah, so we are going to be making calzones. I already have the pizza crust. I already purchased that. I think I shared that in my last video, not my last grocery haul, but I did have like a day in the life video that went up, and I bought some of this and some pizza crust. Well, we haven't used it yet, So I did get some more pizza sauce, and then we'll be making calzones with that pizza crust that I picked up from Walmart. I did pick up some bananas. I like to buy green bananas. I usually do not purchase bananas from the store, and this is 100% why, because these will probably not be good after like a day. So that's a fail on my part, but it is what it is. I also picked up some onions and a bell pepper. I picked up the bell pepper for the calzones that we plan on making, and then I got the onions because I want to make some smash burgers on the griddle. I'm actually going to be sharing that with you guys, so make sure you stick around because I opened our griddle the other day and it was completely rusted over. So I'm going to be sharing that video with you guys. We're going to be re-seasoning, cleaning, deep cleaning, getting all the rust and everything off the Blackstone, and then I will be sharing that smash burger recipe with you all. So I hope you'll stick around for that. I picked up some burger buns, some hot dog buns. I also picked up some Miracle Whip. I prefer this over mayo. I don't know. This is just what I grew up with. It has more of a vinegary, like it has a little bit more of a bite to it. And I like that. So this is what I get. I do want to start making my own mayonnaise Miracle Whip. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta get the little blender tool thing. I've been seeing a lot of like DIY things lately, you guys. So I'm gonna try to work off the processed foods and start making my own. But for now, we got the Miracle Whip for the BLTs and the burgers. I also picked up some sweetened condensed milk. The Nestle one is my favorite. I use this to make my own coffee creamer. I also picked up some of this Kinder's barbecue sauce. I have a pork roast in the freezer, and so I thought I would make some pulled barbecue pork. And instead of buns, we're gonna go ahead and try it on the sweet potatoes. I've actually done this before and it's really good. So if you haven't tried that yet and you're trying to cut carbs, definitely check out using sweet potatoes instead of buns. It is so good and so flavorful. Sweet potatoes do not have to be ate in a dessert. You can definitely make them in a savory meal, and I promise you it is so good. Definitely try it out sometime. But usually we get Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue, but I've been seeing a lot of Kinder's items on TikTok and all that, and so I thought we would go ahead and give it a try. I also picked up some red potatoes. I will be making roasted red potatoes with our BLTs. It's basically just cutting up the potatoes similar to your home fries that you get for breakfast, cutting them up in like cubes and then seasoning the heck out of them, cooking them in some butter and stuff like that on the stove. It is so good and my kiddos love it, so I got a bunch of red potatoes for that. I also picked up some regular Idaho potatoes, or russet. I guess they're russet. I don't know what the difference is. You guys know the difference between Idaho and russet potatoes? Because they always look the same to me. I don't know. But look how big these guys are. Like literally the size of my hand. But these make perfect like potato wedges or french fries, and so I did pick up some of those, and then I think that is everything. We went over, yeah, it looks like that is everything. So let's go ahead, get it all put away. My potatoes will go over in the little stand over here, and then we'll get everything else put away in its spot. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll talk about the upcoming meal plan for the next 2 weeks.
So the meal ideas for the week are biscuits and gravy, smash burgers on the Blackstone. Don't worry, we will be sharing that with you. BLTs with roasted red potatoes, barbecue pulled pork on sweet potatoes, spaghetti, my birthday, which is dinner of my choice, which we will probably going out for, cowboy stew, calzones, brats with baked beans and potato salad that I'll be making, homemade hamburger helper, lemon pepper chicken, and a few days of leftovers. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. If it was, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. Come along on this homemaking journey that I love to share with you all. So Anyway, if you also would give this video a big thumbs up, don't forget to leave me a comment. I love talking to you guys down in the comments. And yeah, I hope you all stay happy, healthy, and safe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.